Hey guys, Urban Combat Survivor here. This video is going to be, it's not a video response, but it was prompted by a video that Mike just put up about knowing your gear. For those who didn't watch it, quickly, he told a story about a guy he knows who put in a wood stove and somebody else was operating the wood stove when he wasn't there. And the guy basically almost burned the house down because he didn't know how to work the stove properly. This brought me back to a conversation I've had with quite a few people. I know I just had it with VT Hillbilly not so very long ago about I want to extend it a little bit beyond know your gear. You should know your gear absolutely. Anything you're putting away for shit at the fan, if you don't use it at least occasionally, then you're going to be in a really bad situation if anything goes down with that equipment later on that you don't know how to deal with. So if you don't use your equipment, then I think you're largely wasting your money. But I want to extend it out to other things. I'm going to use food as an example, but this can apply to a lot of other things. I know plenty of folks out there are putting away MREs. And anyone who knows active military who have served any place they've been deployed where they have to start eating MREs can tell you that there's a reaction in your body when that happens. A lot of guys basically get the shits. Some guys have other bowel problems, whatever it is. But basically, your body is already in a stressful situation. Your body is going to respond, particularly your digestive system, is going to respond to a stressful situation. Why add on top of that the stress of also altering your diet to something radically different like MREs? This is not the food that you eat on a daily basis. Unless you live on MREs, then you're fine, but most of us do not. Why not put away food that your body is already used to dealing with? Because if it breaks down and there's riots outside of your house going on, and your options are leave your house, leave the front of your house unmanned where these riots are going on so that you can go to the bathroom because you switched over to MREs and your body is responding with a stress response to that, and you got to hit the bathroom every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, your guard is gone. So your options are leave your situation unsecure or basically crap your pants. Pardon the pun, but they both seem like pretty shitty options to me. Why not just put away food that you already eat? If you don't eat foods now that can be stored away, why not start transitioning over your diet to include those things now, slowly, so that your body isn't going through the impact of an all of a sudden diet change. When you change your diet suddenly, man, anybody who's been over in Iraq or Afghanistan, these guys will tell you your body's going to respond to that. You change the fuel, the machine's going to run differently. That's just how it works. So on top of just knowing your gear, you need to know your situation. Unless you're already going to be stressed. I'm fairly used to hearing gunshots, so that's not that stressful a situation for me. But some people get all panicky if they hear gunshots. So if you're one of those people and shit starts breaking down, you're already going to be having a panic response in your body. Your body's already going to be going through all of the stress responses that it goes through. Why would you add anything on top of that you already have than what you have to deal with? So in my opinion, putting away MREs, unless you live on them and you eat them regularly, all you're doing, you're going to be adding to your problem. Now, are they a viable alternative if that's all you can get? Sure, yeah, great. If you can get them, get them. But understand, your body is going to respond to this, man. So if you're not used to eating that kind of packaged crap, another thing is, what happens when they start coming up on expiration? Yeah, I know they have a long expiration. What happens when they start getting up on expiration and you have a year's worth of MREs put up? When you realize, well, my MREs are going to expire in 1 year, are you going to switch your whole diet over and start eating MREs for a year so they don't go bad? I don't see anybody doing that. So basically, you're going to be throwing that shit in the trash, right? At least some of it, or giving it away, or whatever. Either way, you're going to have to replace it. So why not, in the first damn place, go ahead and put away foods that you're not gonna ever have to throw away at all. Why not do that? Know your gear. If that guy in that video that Mike did, if the man who was operating the stove knew how to operate the stove, there never would have been a problem. There's a million little scenarios like that if you don't know your situation, you don't know your body responses, you don't know the equipment that you're going to be working with if anything goes down. I see that as no different than going to the range with your gun. If you go buy a beautiful rifle and you take that thing to the range when you first get it one time, and then you come home and you stick it in the closet, sure, it's better than not having anything, but you're not going to be anywhere near as proficient with that thing as you should be, especially when you add in stress and adrenaline and that kind of thing. So it just seems to me that a lot of people are materially preparing that aren't doing the actual physical preparation along with that, the mental preparation that goes along with that, the spiritual preparation that goes along with that. So I don't know if I'm getting across the idea that I want to get across here. I think it extends to every single part of your life. Basically, this is why you'll hear a lot of people say that prepping isn't just a concept, man. It's kind of a lifestyle change. Once you start doing that, you're gonna transition, and it's gonna be for the better in the long run. If you live the way you're prepping, you're gonna save money. You're gonna be healthier because the foods that you're eating are gonna be less processed. So if you're growing and raising your own food, it's even healthier. You're doing more of the physical labor stuff necessary to get these things ready and to continue operating and knowing this equipment. All in all, it's all positive. There's no downside in my head, unless somebody can point something out. There's no downside in my head to doing it all now, to being ready for anything now, and using that stuff now. Wintertime comes, why not use your wood stove? Yep, that's one I'm going to have to take, so I'll leave it there. I hope I got the idea across. Urban Combat Survivor, signing off.